Hi everybody to this 7th edition of the stay-at-home coaching clips, and today we really get going with the topic that everybody has been waiting for, the run pass option, short RPO. Today we're going to look at it from a 2x2 perspective from the offensive point of view, and in order to get started I will set up my regular offense formation here. 2x2, 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left, and now I will get started against a 40 over front that is already, we have a Sam here, a Will here, and we'll call this guy the Mike. We have 2 cornerbacks here, so the defense will be in a 2 high shell, so something very, very familiar for everybody, and I think it's a good way to get started. Of course, later on we can talk about all kinds of defenses. It's a run pass option, so let's start with the run. The easiest run for me to get also started in introducing this is just the inside zone lock, where we have 3 man blocks here and 1 combination block. And now it's very important to define where the combination block is going and to the 5th most dangerous guy. And for this inside run path that the tailback will have on this inside zone lock, the middle linebacker clearly is number 5. So center will call out Mike to climb to, so the offensive line will try to climb to this Mike linebacker. This takes care of the run in the run pass option. Now, the first thing the quarterback does when he gets out to the line of scrimmage, he must define his pre-snap and his post-snap read. And as the quarterback has his tailback to his left in this scheme, he knows that after the snap is, after he gets the snap, the ball, and then puts the ball into the tailback's stomach to ride the handoff, he will have his eyes naturally on this linebacker right here. So he is the post snap for me. In order to make sure that we are taking the full field with this concept, we define him as the pre-snap read, because I cannot have eyes on this guy after I actually receive the ball and I'm in the mesh with my tailback as a quarterback. Both of these players are kind of have a conflict. That's why we call them the conflict defenders. This guy has a conflict of lining up. Does he line up more towards the box? That would mean that probably he is the guy who should make the tackle, because we have to understand that 5 guys we can block inside, but somebody from the defense, and I'm marking now basically all 4 options, somebody in the defense must be considered the number 6 defender that actually makes the tackle. Mike should only be able to eat up the block, but then one of these guys should make the tackle. As the safeties are quite far back, I will not consider them right now. But in order to make sure that we control this Sam here, if he would be a designated tackler against the inside run, we'll just put a horizontal stretch on him with a bubble screen. And again, this is just one of the ways to do it. And if he is too far inside, pre-snap already lined up, and I would say about 7 or more yards away from the slot defender, let's say here, for example, I would not mind as a quarterback to tell the tailback right before you snap the ball to not go into a mesh, just stay where you are, and I will throw the ball right now outside to this bubble guy. So this would be taking advantage of my pre-snap read, But now, as in most basic cases, when the defense is not really scheming yet hard for RPO, this Sam is out here playing area 2, being a pass defender first, being a field side defender first. So if we check him and he got good relationship on this horizontal stretch on the bubble screen, for example, we will not attack this guy because he is in a good lineup right here to make a tackle on this catch point. Now, as I check off my pre-snap read, I will make sure that I understand who the correct post-snap read is. And in this picture, without now looking at a lot of tape, but we will assume that it is the will linebacker, and the will linebacker has a true conflict. And the conflict is that against the run, he probably has to get his head into this B gap, as the Mike, as talked before, will eat up this double team, and then the Mike will try to force this tailback to make a cut through the backside B gap, where the Mike must rely on the will to fill in this gap and make the tackle right here. But as this will has a run responsibility in this B gap, he's not then able, if he plays this too aggressive, to also take care of his pass responsibility. And we consider him conflict defender, as he has a true responsibility against the inside run and a true responsibility against the pass. Therefore, he's a great guy to pick, to read. So what the quarterback will do, he will take the snap, put the ball into the pocket of the handoff, and then read the reaction of this will linebacker. Is the will linebacker attacking B gap hard? Quarterback will pull out the ball and throw this little route. And let's say, for example, we run this concept right here. He will throw this route after pulling out the ball from the pocket. But if this will linebacker is actually hesitant and is more sitting on this route and not attacking B gap hard, well, then it's a clear handoff read for the quarterback. The quarterback will hand off the ball here, and we run 5-on-5, exactly what we want. Now, even though this is considered a post-snap read, we will, as a quarterback, already consider or take into account where this post-snap read is aligned. If this post-snap read is aligned far outside, almost sitting on this route already before the snap, he will be more leaning towards giving the handoff. And then what we say is the quarterback, the read must really convince him to do the other thing. Yeah? So if this is the pre-snap lineup, the quarterback thinks, I will hand off the ball unless this will linebacker is attacking hard. Then I will throw it. On the other hand, it could be the exact opposite. This will linebacker could actually sit over B gap. Now in this defense, it looks very much like the quarterback, for the quarterback to attack this pass. So my thinking as a quarterback now is, I will pass this ball almost to a certain degree, unless the will linebacker is running out hard. And this mindset makes this whole decision making for the quarterback much easier and much faster. Still, he will put the ball there because this guy could really play the RPO, line up inside and sprint outside. So he could play a game with you or put a bait out there, disguise his actual responsibility. So always put the ball in here just to make sure you have still both possibilities post snap. So to sum up, out of the 2x2 set, we do have a pre-snap read, we do have a post-snap read, and the quarterback must make sure to go through his progression to really look at the defense, how it's structured. And before, of course, we must watch a lot of film to understand how the defense is actually trying to stop the 10 personnel one back run out of this 2x2 set. Who is number 6? Is it the Will? Is it the Sam? Is it maybe even a safety filling down a hole? And how can we attack this idea of the defense, how to stop the run? So that was it for the run pass option out of 2x2. And this was only the beginning. So please post your questions, send me your remarks, and we really can get going here on this RPO topic much more on this channel. Talk to you soon and have a great rest of the day. See you.